afternoon, Professor.
Good afternoon, Mark. Come on in. Hello, Mark.
Afternoon, Professor.
How are you?
Doing good.
Okay, thank you for coming. Please, have a seat.
Thanks, Professor. I'm taking your MEC 364 class. Do you remember me?
Of course I remember you. Having a small class, I remember all of the students. I try to remember all of the students. And I heard that you have now become or been selected as an ambassador for our program. I'm glad that you were selected. I think you're very good at that job.
Thanks, Professor. And as an ambassador, I would want to promote our program to some prospective students. So I would want to ask you some questions. I know some of the answers to these questions, but obviously you're the more experienced person to ask, so I need to know your opinions on some things.
Of course, sure.
All right, so first of all, what is mechanical engineering?
Mechanical engineering is a very diverse field. It is one of the foundational engineering disciplines. Basically, mechanical engineers design, manufacture, test, and operate mechanical equipment and systems. Anything from transportation systems, cars, automobiles, airplanes, to power generation systems, power plants, to automation, robotics, biomedical, and anything that you can think of. In fact, it's hard to think of a product and a service that does not have an element of mechanical engineering in it. Because of this, it's also a very stable profession. As a result, it's also the most popular major among all engineering majors, both in the United States and in Korea, in terms of the number of people who pursue mechanical engineering and number of people who graduate from.
There's a lot of talk about the fourth industrial revolution. So how does mechanical engineering tie in with that?
As you know, we are entering an era, or we are in an era which is referred to as fourth industrial revolution. It's a convergence of a lot of emerging technologies, such as robotics and automation, such as smart mobility, such as smart factory, smart city concepts, and also advanced manufacturing processes such as 3D printing and all. All of these are referred to as the fourth industrial revolution. As you can see, all of these technologies and these programs have a big element of mechanical engineering in it. For example, in terms of advanced transportation system, autonomous vehicles, hyperloops, space travel, all of these fall within the mechanical engineering. So ME is expected to play a significant role in fourth industrial revolution. Mechanical engineers are the ones who not only manufacture these devices, but also they build the equipment that manufactures these. So in short, 4IR will be a huge opportunity for mechanical engineers, and that's why students should consider this as a profession.
I heard around our school that mechanical engineering has this difficult vibe to it. That's our image in school, actually. What's your opinion on this?
Not really. I would say that, I understand a lot of students are concerned that engineering, particularly mechanical engineering, is a difficult theoretical discipline. Although it is true that like any other engineering program, all engineering, particularly mechanical also, are rooted in math and physics and science. So you have to have a good, strong fundamental in those. However, ME supplements that with a lot of other activities and skill sets that are such as design, such as innovation, such as simulation, such as 3D printing, such as experimentation. So while there is a theoretical aspect of it, which is needed in order to become a competent engineer, but a lot of other hands-on type of activities are within the discipline, which makes it combine a very exciting and practice-oriented education. Now, perhaps you asked me a lot of questions, so let me ask you some of the questions.
All right.
How about that? Okay. Now, you have been here for 2 years now.
2 years, yeah.
What do you find interesting about our program?
There's just such a friendly environment that I felt in my time here at SUNY Korea, where we would help each other out a lot. I think that goes to show how being in a small community affects our education in so many different ways, because we're not just studying together, we're also living together in the dorms, we're also going out together to eat. So I think those factors are my favorite things about our program here in SUNY Korea.
How did you get adjusted to Korea?
Ooh. I've been here for 2 years, and at the beginning it took me a while to adjust, in all honesty, because the language was a bit hard at first. However, SUNY Korea offers lots of opportunities to learn the language. We have the courses in school and also extracurricular courses that could help us adjust. So those were big things that helped me get accustomed, at least.
That is what I hear from a lot of international students, particularly in the United States as well. So, any other questions, Mark?
I think I've learned a lot already today, so I think I'm pretty good.
Okay, well, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, Professor.
Know you're busy with your finals. Good luck on your finals, and I wish you luck. And if there's anything else, you can always welcome to come and discuss.
Oh, for sure. I'll probably pass by again sometime.
Okay, have a great day.
You too, Professor.
See you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Hi, Professor. I know our class has ended, but do you have a minute to talk?
Sure, come on in, please sit.
My name is Jungmin, and I'm taking your MEC 101 class. And I want to talk to you for a minute. Is that okay for you?
Sure. I know you're in my class, so how's it going so far?
We're doing projects so far, so I'm enjoying it right now.
And I understand this is your first semester at SUNY Korea.
Yeah.
I also understand that you went to Korean high school, but that you chose to come to American University, namely our SUNY Korea. Any particular reason?
So the most attractive thing was that I can be with my families while I pursue the degree from American. And spending a year in New York before having to dedicate all 4 years to see if I can do well in America. So it was also attractive for me.
You know that at our department, mechanical engineering department, is ABET accredited, which is very good for if you want to go to graduate school to the United States later, or even finding jobs in the USA. And you probably may find having small student body, you would probably get a lot more attention from professors.
Yeah,
right?
That's really nice. I'm currently taking your MEC 101 class, and I reviewed the syllabus in the beginning of the semester. And can you tell me a little bit more about what we will be learning through this course and how it will help us later, like when we take more advanced courses?
Yeah, this course is for the freshmen, and we are trying to integrate design and design thinking, and also trying to teach students to think how to be innovative in problem solving and to define problems. So we have two parts to this course. One is basic fundamental theory part, and the other part is working with Arduino. This is a programming system where you could make projects and robots and so on, so that you can come up with some creative ideas in solving problems, and you could actually make some hardware with software programming that could address those issues.
How are later courses like? Is it like theory-based or practice-based?
Well, all our curriculum, all the courses are both theory-based and also some experimental courses, but we also teach computer programming and software, using software, CAD, and so on. Be a good engineer in those fields, you have to know the fundamentals. So we tend to emphasize teaching fundamentals that will make you a good engineer later in your professional life. So in that sense, we emphasize theory as well as practice and experimentation, and also using lots of computer application softwares.
I heard that most of mechanical engineering students visit the Stony Brook, New York campus for their sophomore year, right? And what would I be learning there?
So they go there, take sophomore courses, which is statics, and that's basic structural analysis, and dynamics, studying how bodies move and so on. and then practical electronics, which will be very important for doing projects later, and for example, your senior design projects, and then mechanics of solids, which is a base, very important course for doing stress analysis in structures. In addition to taking those courses, you will be in an American university, Stony Brook University, so you will be experiencing real American educational experience. And also, U.S. universities are very diversified. You have people from all over the world, so you'll get to experience many different cultures, and you could make many friends from different parts of the world. And also, Stony Brook is located on Long Island, and Long Island is not too far from New York City. So you will be able to visit New York City often and experience all the cultural things and everything that New York City has to offer.
So after I graduate from SUNY Korea, I'm still deciding if I want to continue to study onto graduate school or start working. What's your thought on it? My personal opinion is that I think it would be good to at least go for your master's degree so that you can study a little more in depth of what you've learned during undergraduate. And of course, if you like go study further, you could continue on to PhD. But I encourage students to strongly consider continuing to master's degree, and we have accelerated master's program. So within 1 year, you could get your master's. But that will be very helpful for your career later. Many of our graduates are doing very well. Most of them found jobs, and some of them went on to go to grad school. In fact, we have one student who moved on to doing PhD work at Northwestern University with full fellowship. So he's got a very nice offer. So he'll be continuing to study further in that area. And also we have a graduate who got a job at Samsung Electromechanics working on camera modules. Graduates from this semester, they already got standing offer from a local company from Songdo. So they have a job lined up to continue their professional activities. Okay, so can I visit again if I need your advice in the future?
Okay, sure, anytime. I have office hours, or you can make an appointment to visit me, or I practice open door policies, so you could always stop by to ask any questions.
Thank you so much for sharing your time.
Sure, thank you for coming by.